Second sticks. That wasn't high enough. That was, yeah. Get that going, Dave. You lost your touch.
Best Coast, episode 90. Soft sticks for Johnny.
No.
No,
You need them louder, dude. I need hard sticks.
I'm just walking around.
Barely, but okay.
I'm trying to sync sound here. Coming pre-K from the LA Mission College Studios in Los Angeles, California. This is the Best Coast Show. I'm your host, Albert Aguilera. That's my producer, Curtis Sage. Curtis, so much has happened since the Christmas episode we did.
We've had a little hiatus in the studio, and yeah, tons of stuff's happened. So we're gonna have to have another potpourri show. We're gonna have a mix it up show. We don't even have a rundown.
Well,
we're just gonna
because there's so many things.
We're just gonna start
running down, and there was just too many things.
Too many lists. It would have been a paragraph I would have had to read off. So fans, we're gonna talk Dodgers, Kings, Lakers,
Olympics.
maybe Olympics. We're gonna probably talk about the Patriots losing the Super Bowl. That would be good. So let's get started.
Guys, welcome back. Happy 2018. We've been gone for a while. So many things have happened. One of the biggest things that's happened is that we were nominated for 6 Telly Awards. Huh?
What is a Telly?
A Telly is like a statue, and they give it to you to recognize how good you are at one particular thing that involves visual media.
Okay.
Because we are the #1 LA Kings video podcast.
You keep saying that. The thing about the Telly is, will we not win it now that I asked what the Telly is? Because it's probably bad if I don't know what that is.
I'm still willing to bet that we can and will win because we got nominated for 2 episodes.
Yes.
The Joe Davis episode.
Yes, it was a great episode.
And the Alex Faust episode.
Another great episode.
Here's the problem. We have a Greinke Kershaw situation going on here.
What?
Yes.
Wait, long hair versus short hair?
No.
Oh.
What it is that we're nominated for Best Sports Show.
Yes.
Best Talk Show.
Yes.
And we're up for a People's Award.
Oh. Who votes in the people?
The people.
Oh, okay.
But both episodes are up for both categories, so we're up against ourselves.
We don't do well against ourselves.
Because we're pretty tough to beat.
We are hard to beat. Me not knowing what the Telly doesn't mean that that's not an exciting thing. I think it's exciting.
That's pretty cool.
Did we nominate ourselves for it?
No, you have to submit anything else. The same way, for example, the Oscars are coming up, right? You want to submit for the Oscars, your movie has to be in a commercial theater for 2 weeks.
Sure.
You then submit your film. And if the Academy likes it, they'll say, okay, you're going to be nominated.
Great.
In this case, we submitted to the Tellys. Telly saw us stuff. We're like, hey, you guys are going to get nominated.
The team of Telly jurors saw it and said yes.
And we'll know March 2nd, March 3rd, whether or not we won something.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Let's talk about winning a little bit more. Should we talk a little bit about the Olympics?
The Olympics. Well, are
you watching the Olympics?
I'm watching portions of the Olympics that are within our time zone.
Yes.
So games that are starting at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, I'll get to watch. If I'm just chilling and NBC's in the background and they're showing replays of what had happened, I'll catch some of that. But I usually wake up in the morning to an alert from my phone that says, things you missed while you were sleeping.
And somebody won something.
Yeah, somebody won something.
You don't even know what sport it is.
No.
What is curling?
Curling is the greatest thing on the planet.
Okay. I have watched it a couple times.
Curling is the most exciting part of the Olympics.
It is.
It is. And
Why?
I think because anybody can do it.
Really?
I think that between me, you, social media coordinator Dave, and Johnny the Geek, we can get together and in 4 years represent Team USA, who, by the way, already won gold.
We did.
For curling, I think.
Is there different levels of curling? Is the game always the same? I can't tell what's going on.
It's like shuffleboard, but on ice and with really, 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 really big blocks. Or round mounds.
I like the costumes myself.
The costumes are good.
If you can go because we could wear some kind of coordinating, matching stripy things and stars and stuff, that would be cool.
Listen, I understand that it's American flag-ish, but we have to get away from the American flag.
So what we do, just eagles?
We can do something very American like the Eagles, right?
Okay.
But you have to get away from the American flag.
So we want to get more stylish, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like
So we need some Tom Brown, kind of really cut low pants.
I don't know who Tom Brown is.
Okay, he's a okay.
You mean Tom Ford?
No, well, there's Tom Ford, but Tom Brown's a fashion guy.
I don't know who Tom Brown is.
Never mind.
Okay.
Probably most of our fans don't know who Tom Brown is either.
I have no idea who that is.
And I can't even afford to wear Tom Brown, but at least I know who he is.
No idea. But here's my issue with that, right? The United States Olympic Committee is spending millions and millions of dollars to have these things designed, and they're ugly. And the designers are like, oh, let's just do the American flag pattern.
Wait, Nike's not designing them?
Well, I'm sure I don't know who's designing them, but whoever's designing them, I'm sure they're paying millions and millions of dollars.
Okay.
To.
Okay.
So.
Could we set up a curling studio in here?
I don't know what regulation
size
curling is. I mean, the studio is what, like 40 feet across, 50 feet across?
We're about there, yeah.
I don't know what regulation is.
We could have a mini curling.
But we could have a mini curling.
To practice.
And the floor's really slick here.
Floor
so I
is
think
sick.
we might be able to do something
They
like
don't
that.
wear skates. They wear the shoes. Am I right?
Yeah.
They're sliding on shoes.
Right.
Regular shoes.
Yeah.
That
I don't know
freaked
if they're regular shoes.
because I can't skate, so this does bode well for us starting a team.
How do you not know how to skate?
I can't skate.
You're from Minnesota. You were born with skates on.
Yeah, but then I forgot how to do it when I moved out to Los Angeles.
You don't use it, you lose it?
Yeah, you're 7 and you don't skate for the rest of your life. So we don't want to see me on skates. I can't even roller skate. In fact, anything strapped to my feet is not a good thing.
You can't even roller
No,
skate?
I can't roller skate. I can't ski. I can't snowboard. I can't do any of that. I literally will kill myself if I do any of those
But
things.
that's the thing with the Winter Olympics, right? So in the Summer Olympics, it's like, hey, Curtis, I'll race you from here to there.
I can do that.
No problem. Winter Olympics, it's like, hey, let's go down this slope of death. And hopefully, when we launch ourselves off this ramp at 90 miles an hour, we land perfectly fine.
I like watching the dudes like the white characters, the Shaun White guy. I like watching him do all
That's
his
cool,
twisty.
but I don't know.
No, I can't do that. I'll never be able to do
The Winter
that.
Olympics just seems really dangerous. Like the skeleton and like the luge.
Skeleton sounds dangerous.
bobsledding.
Luge is very
You're just asking to die.
Yeah, it's half death, half
Like
sport.
if you and I are like in like, I don't know, hurdles or something, we trip over a hurdle, no
You're
big
not gonna
deal.
die.
No big deal. Because we're not going 60 miles an hour in a tunnel of death.
Yeah.
But
I would hurt myself tripping over hurdles, by the way. But okay, so let's talk about what. Okay, let's just rewind a little bit. We're going to talk about things leaving. You didn't have a date last night for Valentine's on your social media.
Plus one build.
Again. On your social media, we could maybe put this up. You had a really nice drawing for you. This is a really great drawing.
I drew it with my finger.
Did you? You didn't have a pen? You didn't
No,
know?
I just drew it. It's on my phone. I drew it with my finger.
I could tell. Your drawing, she looks really sad.
What are you talking about? She was happy to be there.
She was?
She was happy to be there.
Okay. So with that being said, we have to talk about another person leaving you, Darvish. Let's talk a little bit about you.
He decided that ultimately he would leave the Dodgers to go play for the Cubs because he was a free agent. From what I understand, the Dodgers and the Cubs gave about the same amount of money.
Similar.
I don't know actual numbers, but you and Darvish ended up getting 6 years, 126 from the Cubs, and he decided to go to Chicago.
Now, we're going to dig deeper. We'll have to ask Duarte about this whole thing, but here's my problem with this whole deal. We didn't want... Okay, listen, I'm going to say this right now. Fuck you, Darvish. I'm saying that. I don't care if he went to the Cubs, great. But then he has to come out and say stuff like an ex-girlfriend, and he has to say, what does he say?
He just says, it's my goal next year to beat the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Because he knows
Whatever,
we're the team to
dude.
beat, because we're the team to beat.
Okay, really?
I'm sure every other team in the National League has that same mentality.
Great, but the thing is he was making it sound like we didn't want him, and we did not want him. But he was making it sound like we spurned him, so he's going to go to the Cubs and now beat us.
You say we the fan base or we the front office?
I really think nobody.
They offered him a ton of money.
They did, but I think it was like it was maybe $10 short. They knew he wasn't going to take it.
I mean, if I'm an employer, and I don't want you, I'm not going to be like, let me give you a very competitive offer in the $120 million range. I would have been like, listen, we can.
That is kind of a competitive offer.
We can use you for 6 years, $60 million. How's that?
But the Dodgers are notorious for going 5 years instead of 6.
So what is he now? 30,
Or
31?
Whatever, but he tips his pitches. So now I'm not saying I wouldn't want a pitcher like you, Darvish. But
you just don't want you, Darvish himself.
I just don't want you to. And I have no problem with him personally. He's probably a really nice guy. We don't know. We didn't have him here long enough. But when we did have him here, he screwed us over. And we lost the World Series. And I'm blaming it primarily on you, Darvish. I am. Because he lost in Game 7. We trotted him out in Game 7. We paid him. We traded away really good player.
Who wasn't going to play for the Dodgers anyway?
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he's like the top-rated second baseman in the minor leagues.
Can't play defense for crap.
Whatever,
and
he can hit 33.
Smash bombs.
Okay.
And the Dodgers are a defensive-minded team. Where are you going to put him?
Second base, where we have two
olds. Where you mean Chase Utley is back? Where the Silver Fox is back for 2 years?
But let's face it. I mean, Chase Utley is not...
Chase Utley defensively is worth 1 million points more than Calhoun at second base.
Because he's smart.
And his leadership skills and his toughness and his tenacity and his Silver Fox features better than Willie Calhoun.
You do have a man crush on Chase.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And that's good. It's a good thing. He's back, so that's good. So we got one player leaving and one player coming back. And I think we all knew Chase Utley was coming back. He's kind of a pseudo coach. I mean, it's having another manager or coach on the field, and it's great. And whether he comes off the bench or not, that's awesome. So you're not mad about Darvish's comments. You're okay with that.
It's not like he specifically said he wanted to beat us for X reason. He's like, listen.
Oh, I think we know the reason.
Well, no, I mean competitively as an athlete, he's like, okay, they're now the competition. It's my goal to beat them.
So that's what he was saying.
Because they're the best team in the National League.
So that's what he was saying.
Yeah. That's what I think he was saying.
Oh, I can't wait.
And if I'm Darvish and people took something the wrong way, I immediately blame it on my translator.
Okay.
Immediately.
Yeah, he needed to do that. Okay, so let's talk about...
Which I'm going to do in Japan in a few weeks when I go.
Oh, you're going to Japan?
Yeah, I'm going to go to Korea and Japan, and I already got a translator for a business deal that I'm going to be out there doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to 100% blame anything that goes wrong on the translator.
Are you getting shots and stuff so you don't get viruses?
I heard about that, so I have to go to my doctor and be like, yo, and here's the bullshit thing, right? I have the world's best health insurance.
Yeah.
And I pay a premium out the ass for my health insurance. Yep. I call my doctor's office and they're like, oh yeah, he's available the first week of April. And this was 2 weeks ago. And I was like, wait, my trip is in 2 weeks or 3 weeks at the time.
Doesn't help me.
And I can't see my doctor for 2 months and a week. Why am I paying health insurance?
Yeah.
Unless I had a hole in my head and I was bleeding.
Wait, are you seeing the doctor just to get a couple shots?
Oh, no, not to get a shot. Just to be like, yo, do I need to get shots so that I don't get novovirus, bring it back, and kill all of you guys?
That would be bad.
Like the movie Contagion, where Gwyneth Paltrow's character goes to China, and she comes back, and luckily Matt Damon's immune, but then Matt Damon finds out that she was cheating on him. So then
I don't need the plot of Contagion, dude.
So then it turns out because Gwyneth Paltrow was cheating on her husband, she murdered a third of the world's population.
Okay, whatever.
True.
Okay, so let's rein this back into sports. I like it, but let's rein this back into sports. So you're missing the Olympics when you're going
to sports. No, we're going to be there. I'm going to be there with one of my partners at the end of the Olympics. So we'll be there for the last.
So you might do a remote show?
Yeah, we're going to be in Seoul, and we'll do the last 3 days of the Olympics, so I'll probably do a remote show. Then when I go to Japan, I'm going to get off my plane, immediately go to the Tokyo Dome because I have spring training tickets.
To Japanese baseball?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Can you scout our next great Japanese player?
I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try. That's why I have the translator with me.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, tell him the Dodgers will give him a bunch of money.
Speaking of spring training, we have yet again not been invited.
No, we've not been invited to spring training.
What? Why are our people not
We're still trying. And here's the thing: I don't know what it is about the Dodgers because
I see a lot of other not idiots.
I'm going to call them idiots. I'm going to call them idiots.
Not idiots.
You know what? Listen,
I see a lot of people at spring training that do not deserve. They do not have a better show than we do, and they're fucking there.
Fans, listen, okay, because Curtis is the professional producer type who has an actual job and reputation and. Family and
yeah, I mean, I got all
and
that.
Responsibilities. He's not going to tell you guys that a lot of other people are just stupid. But yeah,
Albert will. Albert will.
Well, within credentials, let me explain to you guys how credentials work, right? So you apply to whatever association, whether it be the Kings or the NHL, or in this case the Dodgers or Major League Baseball, and then they look at your background, they look at who you are, what you do, why you want to get credentials for certain events. Like you are credentialed for every award show.
Sure.
Like you're around.
I get credentialed all the time.
You're around billionaires at these award shows. You're around the hottest models, the best actors and everything, but they won't let you be around minor league baseball players.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're always
doesn't make any sense.
We're always like, what the hell? So when we first started the show a few years ago, we contacted the Dodgers, said, hey, we're this new podcast. We want to go to spring training. We want to take some pictures, interview some people. And here's the thing with spring training: you can show up as a fan with the camera,
and,
like a little
and talk to people.
But if they see that you have any prosumer or professional level equipment,
you're out.
Then they'll kick you out. They won't let you in. So we applied, and their people were like, well, you know what? We don't want to be rude, but your show just started. You might be the flavor of the week. You may not even be here at the end of the season. So, we're going to deny your credentials, and you can try again next year. And I said,
we are 90 episodes in now.
I said, you know what?
Do they know this?
That is fair.
Okay.
I said, that is fair. I understand where you're coming from. That makes sense because who knows? You and I could have probably only done 3 or 4 episodes and then nothing.
Yeah.
So then the following year comes along. We show up, we're like, hey, these are our credentials, blah, blah, blah. At this point, we won Emmys, and we're like, not for this show, for other stuff that we do. We're going to win Emmys for this.
No.
And Tellys.
Tellys, yes.
Okay.
Tellys.
So
way to bring that award back in. I like that.
I love it.
like that.
So we submit all of our stuff, and once again, they're like, well, we don't know because we don't know if your interaction online is well enough. We don't know if your website's getting enough views or your podcast, this and that.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of like, okay, but XYZ people are getting credentialed.
Yeah.
And they don't even post anymore.
And meanwhile, Joe Davis likes our show, watches the show.
Right. So
some of the players watch the show.
This is year three. Year three, go in for credentials again, and they're like, well, send us some stuff. And I said, you know what? It's perfect because your new guy, Joe Davis, will be on our show this Thursday. And they said, that's great. Shoot the episode, send it to us. And then we'll watch it, and we can evaluate whether or not we want to give you credentials. So the people at the Tellys were like, that Joe Davis episode was awesome. We're going to nominate you for Best Sports Show, Best Talk Show, and the People's Award. Meanwhile, the Dodgers were like, yeah, no, we don't think that you guys are getting enough views to merit credentials.
Now let's...
let me speak about this bullshit. I was like, I'm sorry. This episode got more than 10,000 views.
Yeah.
In less than 24 hours.
Yeah. No, it got like 20,000 views.
In less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then, the awesome people at Dodger Nation who like to help us out and partner with us, and, we shoot shows with the awesome people at Dodger Nation. They put us out to almost 1 million people every week.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we don't feel like you guys have the number. So I said, give me a number. Give me something to hit. Well, we really don't have something to give you in that sense. I'm like, okay, so now you're just being bag dicks. And there's
now you just made it so we're never going to spring training now.
Listen, if they're letting the Pantone people that are there to just make money versus people
we're
like
not trying to make any money.
Versus people like us and other bloggers and podcast people that want to attend because they actually want to do stuff for the team.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, whoever's running your thing, and this year it's different though, because this year they have a new person running that.
So maybe
things will change. But it's kind of like the same thing with the softball tournament, right? So like Mike Brown, who runs the LFP softball tournament every year, he does it out of his own pocket, does it for a charity. Dodgers won't credential him, right? John Suhu shows up, their photographer, shows up to all of his events and takes pictures for Mike for free to help this charity.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pantone puts up their own softball thing, charges people way more, and are getting paid to do it.
Yeah.
And they're doing it like 2 weeks before the next
We don't get
LFP
paid
one.
to go
and
out.
the LFP one, we're going to outdo the Pantone one.
Okay.
And here's the big issue with Pantone. If you're not one of them, apparently you're not a real fan.
Yeah, that's true.
Apparently we're not. We're fake fans.
We're fake fans.
We're fake fans.
Yeah, because I don't wear their socks, although I do like their socks.
Fake fans. God, Curtis, I can't believe you waste so much time working on stuff for this podcast, you fake fan.
Yeah, but here's the deal. We weren't going to go to spring training anyway because you're going to goddamn Asia now.
No, I'm going to be in Japan and Korea for like 12, 13 days.
Yeah.
So spring training is like all of March.
Okay.
We can still go out there.
We could.
Yeah.
Okay, we could still do it.
It's just a matter of...
So still not. There's still a possibility.
It's just a matter of, okay, let's find out who this new person is that we need to speak to. Hope that person's like, oh, you have a social media reach of 1 million people, larger than our personal social media reach? Those numbers are acceptable.
I don't even know. I don't care really. But listen, let's just bring players to us. Let's get Justin Turner on the show, get Chase on the show. We're fine. We'll be fine.
Right.
We don't need to go out there. I don't like Arizona anymore.
I don't like Arizona either, but I've never been to spring
It's really
training.
nice. It is nice.
Oh,
it's fun.
what if? Wait.
It's fun to go.
What if the Best Coast show turns into the Chicago White Sox show?
Okay, that would not.
Every year for spring training.
Like we go and we get credentials for them.
Yeah.
But
wouldn't that be cool? Okay. And then we just walk over to the Dodger side.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl real quick. Just real quick because we got Dave here.
Wait,
it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there.
I got Dave. Dave, social media coordinator Dave. When we did the Christmas episode, I brought you your Christmas gift.
Yeah, my Ram shirt.
And let me open this. I brought Dave a Christmas gift, but Dave decided he didn't want to spend Christmas show with us.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I got Dave this shirt here. I don't know if you guys can read this.
Well, yeah, just put it down.
You can read that. Yeah, I'm looking at the monitor. Some of these are for the Pats.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, but it was a Pat shirt, so I got it for Dave. Dave, Merry Christmas.
Does Dave?
It got away from me the same way that pass got away from Tom Brady.
Oh, that looked just like Tom Brady's missing that pass. That looked just like it. It's a bummer. Dave says he's over it already. He's over it. He's okay with it.
One, I don't believe it because the Dodgers lost Game 7 of the World Series November 1st.
We're still not over it.
We're still not over it.
He says he's over it because they've won 5 Super Bowls and they could win a couple more. And that will be the last time they go to the Super Bowl. And I'm calling this. That's going to be the last time they're going to be in the Super Bowl for a while. That is.
Until 2018 season starts.
No.
Dave's calling it right now. Dave's
You're
calling it right
calling
now.
them they're back
Patriots
again?
2018.
Always a chance.
Okay, there's always a chance.
We'll see the Rams. We'll see the Rams.
The Rams will be in the Super Bowl. Well, all of our predictions have been wrong, but at least Rams got better. That was one
The
prediction
Rams
we
did
made.
get significantly better. I said they were going to do 12-4. What did we do? 10-6.
Yeah, close. I was more in the 10 and 6
Better
range.
than that
but
7-9
It
bullshit.
was awesome. So we're not Eagles fans, but we were excited that the Eagles beat the Patriots.
I'm not.
You're not
Personally,
excited.
Look, I'm a Tom Brady fan because
Oh,
I
you
grew up
are.
without. I grew up without an NFL team
Okay.
here, right?
Yeah.
So I've just followed, collegiate athletes.
Yes.
So I always liked Tom Brady, and then his story of being picked like in the 9th round that doesn't exist anymore.
great story.
And even when he was at Michigan, he was a good quarterback, but some like hotshot freshman came in, so then they made him play, and Tom Brady was all like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And then when that kid wasn't producing, Tom Brady would come in and do Tom Brady like things and get Michigan the W.
Yeah.
And I've always, admired his type of work ethic and, everything
Sure.
that goes into what he does because he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Like,
Possibly.
that's a non-argument.
It is.
Everyone was like, no, Joe Montana's 5-0. It's like 4-0. 4-0. Thank you, Dave. He's 4-0. Okay, that means he went to 4 Super Bowls. Tom's been to like 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't care what you say in regards to him not being it. You can't tell me that him throwing for like 500 yards and doing everything that he did to get that team in a position to win where the defense let him down.
Listen, it wasn't his fault they lost the Super Bowl because he played great.
The defense let him down.
Except
what,
for his
what were his
missteps.
stats, Dave?
500 yards and 3 touchdowns.
500 yards, 3 touchdowns. 500 yards, that beat Kurt Warner's record, right? For most passing yards.
Well,
in
that
the
Super Bowl had the most yards
of any playoff game.
It was a fun game to watch.
So
And
I'm
glad
not gonna put that loss in any way, shape, or form on Tom Brady.
I'm glad the Eagles won. The Rams will be there next year.
Here's why I'm not glad the Eagles won.
You're not glad.
Right, because the people of Philadelphia.
Did you see what was up with the guy eating horse poop?
Exactly. People of Philadelphia. Let me ask you something. Why is there so much just hate in your heart? Because these people, you people, and when I say you people, I mean you people. You people
They don't
are
watch our show
happier.
because they're in Philadelphia.
They probably don't.
Okay.
You people are happier when other teams lose than when your team wins. And when your team wins, you decide to destroy your city. I understand that we destroy the city when the Lakers win championships. I understand that.
It has
But
happened.
you know what we don't do? We don't go around eating horse shit. We don't. Who does that?
I don't understand that. Was it the
It
guy?
was on the floor, and the guy's like, "Eagles win the Super Bowl, yeah!"
And there was a crowd of people around him, and
Yeah.
they watched it without barfing.
I don't.
I felt like barfing. I was like I felt like barfing watching it on the TV.
You were getting teary-eyed. Like, do you remember?
I was starting to get a little.
Do you remember a long time ago? This is probably like a decade ago when 2 Girls, 1 Cup was like the viral video.
Yes.
I had by mistake seen that. It was disgusting. My curiosity got the best of me.
Yeah.
And then for the longest time ever after that, whenever the tune in that video, look at Dave's gagging. Dave is gagging.
Yeah.
When the longest time, when the tune, the music in that
Yes.
video, I
Don't.
would hear it somewhere. Immediately, I would start to get teary-eyed, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
up.
I've got this image of this dude eating horse poop in my mind now. I don't. It's not good.
No.
It's not good.
The only time I've ever seen the people of Philadelphia be kind human beings is when Chase Utley went back to Philly for the first time when
Yeah.
he was with the Dodgers,
Yeah.
and they all gave him a standing
That was
ovation.
awesome.
And didn't he hit like 3 home runs in that game?
Probably.
He had like 9 RBIs, something really stupid. And it's like he single-handedly destroyed the Phillies that day, and
They didn't care.
all applauded him.
Yeah, because they love him there. I mean, he's a god there.
Yeah.
Which he's becoming one here in Los Angeles.
He should
but-
get a statue in both cities, the same way we retired both of Kobe's jerseys.
Yeah.
I think Chase should
You
get
just want the statue near
multi-statues.
your house. You want it somewhere
Listen,
you can
no.
drive by.
I talked to his wife via Twitter, and
Yeah.
I said, I'm sorry, via Instagram, and I said, Jen, please, if he comes back, I promise that if he comes back, we will design a new shirt for him.
Yeah.
And whatever charity it is you guys help, I'm assuming you guys help with the charity, we will help that charity as well. And she told me they actually do help with charity for abandoned and abused animals.
Awesome.
So I think we got to figure out something to do to help that charity now that Chase is officially back.
That'd be good.
And we got to come up with a new shirt design.
Last thing, or last couple things. We got to move a little bit.
But so many things happen.
Our potpourri episode. Let's talk quickly about the Ball family. One more, just a little bit.
Lonzo's dropping his first album like Shaq did. He's spitting fire.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Let's talk about again with his dad.
What does his dad do now or not do?
His dad said that, and he's in Lithuania, mind you. He's
Okay.
not here. He's with the other 2 kids in Lithuania in professional basketball, out of school, just playing basketball, making his dad money. That's
the
the
dream.
goal. Making his dad money.
Is that what you can do with your daughter's about to go into college, right?
She is.
So you're going to make her drop out and be pro something?
Maybe I should
plays
consider
soccer,
this.
right?
Maybe I should consider this. She's done soccer. She's done with that.
Oh, she's done with it?
She's done with that. Yeah. She's
let her
focused
quit
on
soccer?
She's focused on academics.
No, you have to be like, listen, you need to be the next Carly Lloyd. You need to get the next World Cup.
Yeah.
I need to see you on a Wheaties box. You need to
Yeah.
make me millions of dollars.
I gave that dream up a while ago, but
Is she 18 yet?
she's gonna be 18 next week or this week.
You
yeah.
present her with an invoice of every penny you've ever spent raising her.
That would be a big invoice,
And you'd
man.
be like-
Soccer costs a lot.
You'd be like, I need reimbursement.
I spent
Interest starts now.
I probably spent more on soccer, club soccer, than I will her first year of college.
What?
Yeah,
And
seriously.
she's going to Berkeley.
She might be Berkeley, UCLA. She's
She's still going to a higher end California
yeah
school.
That's how much we spent on soccer from age
Jesus
6
Christ.
to age 16.
When I met you, I said, Curtis, don't get married, don't have kids. And what did you do? You got married and you had kids.
No, yeah, whatever. Okay, so LeVar
Game
says.
over.
So LeVar says, Lakers. Lonzo will leave your team in 3 years if you do not sign my other 2 sons.
If I'm Magic Johnson,
You trade Lonzo right now?
Right then and there on the spot, I trade his ass to Phoenix.
Oh, perfect. That'd be great.
I'm like, yo, Phoenix, you have any draft picks in the next 5 years? Oh, you have like a third round draft pick, even though there's no third round? All right, we'll do it.
Well, he's worth more than Lonzo's worth more than a third round
Here's
draft
my
pick.
thing, though. Here's my thing, though. It's like the Dodgers trade with Boston to bring Adrian Gonzalez here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that because we want Gonzo, who's the only thing awesome in this package, we have to eat Carl Crawford money, Josh Beckett money, and who else came? Shredder.
Punto.
Yeah, Nick Punto.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey, Beckett threw the no-hitter.
yeah, that no one in Los Angeles saw because he threw it in where, Cincinnati or something,
And we don't have TV coverage anyway.
Right.
So yes, it's like
So,
that.
If the
That's
other
what
two
it'll be.
kids, from what I've heard and I've read on the social media, the youngest kid has the potential to be the best one. I don't know. I've never seen him
Better
play.
than Lonzo.
Yes.
Okay.
The middle one that was at UCLA, the thief,
Yeah.
he apparently is not as good as the other two.
Okay.
So if you're telling me that, let's say Lonzo goes crazy, right? Because even Kobe Bryant was not all great his first season.
No.
Let's say Lonzo goes bananas over the next couple of years before that option kicks in. I would then consider it. And I would look at their progress in Lithuania. I'm the Lakers. Listen, I'm a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. I'm the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm the it brand. Screw you, Boston Celtics. I'm the it brand in the NBA that's world-renowned.
Yeah.
I have the money to have scouts out there at every goddamn game.
True. But here's the problem. You can't hide a player on an NBA bench. There's only 12 deep.
That's the problem.
You can hide him in an MLB
So
bench, but you can't hide him.
if the other two are not
They're taking
at
up 2
all
spots.
so well, I'm not going to risk. I don't care if Lonzo is the next LeBron Kobe hybrid, Magic Jordan.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, Magic Jordan.
Whatever.
Magic
That's
or
good.
Jordan.
Magic Jordan.
Magic or Jordan.
Okay, yeah.
I don't care because, like you said, you got 12 total spots. Lonzo takes 1. His 2 brothers take 2. But if they're just
Scrubs.
why?
Yeah. So this is just another look. LeVar is a businessman. He's a
and at that
marketer,
point-
and
and
he
at
just
that
likes
point,
attention.
The Lakers are going to be LeBron's team because LeBron's coming to the Lakers next year. And
Okay.
do you think
You really think LeBron's coming?
LeBron's going to be like, and Paul George too?
Both.
We got 2 max contracts.
Yeah, we do. But you think we're getting them?
I think so. And do you think LeBron's going to be, because it'll be his first year, so his third year with the Lakers would be that year where you got to bring on my other 2 sons. Do you think LeBron's going to be like, yeah, I'll carry another 2 scrubs? Nah.
No.
LeBron would be like, yo, Magic, it's the Ball family or it's me.
First of all, Laker fans, I know Albert's saying LeBron and PG-13 are coming to LA. And while I agree that somebody's coming to
and he'll
LA.
be NC-17.
While I agree somebody's coming to LA, LeBron's not coming to Los Angeles. Why would he need to come here?
Because he has multiple homes here.
Why? Who cares?
He lives in freaking Ohio.
Who cares?
The weather's terrible.
Why wouldn't he go play for Houston where they're almost at a championship level?
You think he wants to play with Harden?
Yes, they're really good friends.
All right.
And Chris Paul, they're also really good friends.
Right, but we've all seen what happens with really good friends when you don't win.
When he was playing with really good friends in Miami, they won 2 championships.
That's true.
So the really good friends thing actually works in the NBA. And that is not the case in Los Angeles. He doesn't have wouldn't have a really good friend.
You know what? I was thinking Harden and what's his face?
Westbrook.
Yeah,
no, he didn't want to play with Westbrook. He wants to play with Harden, though,
right.
and Chris Paul. So, anyways, that's a side note. We'll have another conversation about that when we talk when we have a Lakers show.
Does he really want to live in Houston?
No.
I'd be like, LeBron.
He doesn't have to live in Houston. He could fly to Houston.
Yeah, but you're going to live in Houston half the year. What's he going to do? Leave the game, then fly to his home in LA, and then fly back the next morning for
Whatever.
practice?
Who cares?
I know Kobe lived in Orange County, and if if LeBron had to go from Houston to Los Angeles on a plane every day, it would be the car commute for Kobe from where does he live, like Dana Point or something?
No, he lives
down
in
there?
Newport Beach.
To Staples.
Yeah.
But Kobe was like, nah,
Yeah.
let's get in that chopper. And then Kobe would land on the helipad that was near Staples and then just go down the elevator.
Sure.
Did you know there's a tunnel between the
I did.
Marriott Hotel
I did hear that.
and the Staples Center so that they can go back and forth?
Yeah, of course.
I did not know that.
And we have the NBA All-Star game this weekend. So this is our chance to lure
it's here in
LeBron.
LA?
It's here in LA.
What? Again?
You didn't know this?
No. I told you so many
LA
things,
will be completely-
So many things have happened
I
in the
know.
last like 35, 40 days since we shot, and I've been so busy doing other
Why
things.
do you think the Kings are out of town?
Well, 'cause they're always out of
They're
town
gonna
this
be on
time
the
of
road. That's why. It's either Grammys or, in this case, it's the NBA All-Star weekend. So we have LA will be shut down, essentially. We won't be able to drive anywhere near the city.
So
We'll be completely, I won't be able to go in a 10-mile radius of the city at all.
Of downtown.
But we will be able to lure these players this weekend. We'll be able to show them how amazing our city
should you
is.
and I go out there and recruit? Because Magic's already getting fined left and right. He's not allowed to. Because
Yes.
he gets fined left and
We
right.
could go recruit, but here's how we don't recruit. Don't let any of these potential players drive 6 blocks west or east of
Downtown?
Staples Center east of Staples Center, because they will then see Skid Row, which has about 40,000 people on it.
Damn.
That would be,
But
that would make me
you
not
could-
want to
you
come.
You could sell these multi-million-dollar athletes where Los Angeles is a dystopia. And you say, listen, you see these massive high-rises that are being built directly across the street from the Staples Center? You
Yeah.
can have a couple of penthouses in there.
Sure.
Oh, your glasses fell. You could have a couple of penthouses there. No one's going to question anything. We have underground tunnels.
Yeah.
And then you can have like a house in Malibu or whatever.
They
And
already
then
know all
We
that.
can helicopter you.
They already know all
Don't
that.
worry about the Skid Row people. They're not going to come within a mile of your fancy
A
schmancy.
mile.
A mile. Fancy schmancy hotel.
They might sit outside the restaurant that you're eating at, though, and stare in the window.
No, they'll have them removed.
They will? Okay.
Yeah, like when Ronald Reagan was like, yo, Olympics, come to Los Angeles, 1984,
Yeah,
was it?
84.
And what did he do? He rounded up all of the homeless people in Los Angeles and took them God knows where. And then when the Olympics were over, brought them back.
Yeah, there was a lot less then.
And
though.
you know, well, yeah, but you know who still does that?
Who?
Venice.
Venice
Did you know
does
that?
that?
Yeah.
No.
So Venice Beach, when you get there in the morning, I've always wondered why there was a fuck ton of buses there in the morning. It's because they grab the bums, put them on the bus, and they drive them away and they feed them, do whatever. And at nighttime, because everything there closes when the sun goes
Yeah.
down, they drop them back off.
That's actually a pretty good plan.
I was like, what? And
What?
they're like, yeah, this happens every day because they don't want the bums around the tourists.
Or the Snapchat employees.
Yeah.
Which are right there. Okay, last topic. Okay, let's try to
So
wrap
we keep
this up.
going off in tangents.
They're good tangents. Kings. We made a big trade.
No, we didn't.
It's not a big trade.
It's a bad contract trade for a bad contract trade.
So you don't. It's a wash.
It's kind of like we're paying this guy too much money and he doesn't currently fit the system we're trying to deal with.
Sure.
You guys have a guy you're paying too much money and doesn't fit your system.
but fits our system a little
fits
better.
our system defensively. How about we swap?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we did.
So you don't think that he's going to make that much of a difference in the Kings lineup?
Well, according to Blake, he's like, oh, and Robitaille's like, oh, we like Fanu because great leadership
Yeah.
and good clubhouse guy and his teammates love him and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, okay, that's cool. But can he still produce? And then
Yeah.
you got Eric Carlson on Twitter saying that, hey, I'll miss you guys and I'll see
Sure.
you soon. And everyone's like, what? We're going to get Eric Carlson? And he's like, no, I'm not leaving Ottawa. And we're like, yes, you are. Having Carlson and Doughty back there, see, that would have been a huge monster type of thing to do.
Yeah.
But I think everyone's far more relaxed with the trade deadline this year versus previous years, especially because of the Olympics, because the NHL is not in the Olympics, thank God. And
Yeah.
these guys are not going on a trip to a foreign country for 2.5 weeks and being jet lagged and coming back and having had more miles added to their bodies in the middle of a season.
Exactly. Well, we're going to have a Kings episode coming up, and we'll probably have to bring John Rosen
Yeah,
on the
I gotta get
show
hold
and
of
have
John.
some. Yeah. All right, good. What's our gift of the day?
Gift of the day was inspired by you, actually. Curtis brought this to my attention. This is one of the... What country is this guy from? He's one of the curlers from a European country, and his
Finland
pants,
or-
pants are on fire.
Yeah.
Like, this is probably reason number 2 or 3 that I would urge all of us here in studio to be like, guys, let's get together and let's I don't know, let's do a curling team and represent Team USA.
Nice.
And then I'll hire Tom Ford to do our
Now that you
our
know who he
outfits.
is.
No, I know who Tom Ford is.
Oh, Tom Ford.
I don't know who Tom
Brown.
Brown is.
They're both Toms.
Yeah, I don't know who Tom Brown is, but I know who
good.
Tom Ford is.
Okay, good.
Yeah, makes my suits. Love that guy. Anyways, that's been our show. Don't forget to stalk us on Twitter at Besco Show. Look at all the behind the scenes stuff on the Instagram, also at Besco Show. You can find us on the iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, really anywhere podcasts are heard. But that's been our show, and you guys have a good night.